1075 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
The greatest round in the history of championship boxing happened this day in 1985. The bell rang for the Hagler-Hearns middleweight championship, and they proceeded to beat the living hell out of each other for 8 minutes.
I love it.
Yeah. It was the most incredible 2.5 rounds of that first round especially. Hearns hit Hagler with everything. Hands, feet, monkey wrenches, and Hagler just kept going. And then by the third round, Hagler said, okay, enough of you. I'm now going to knock you out. Iowa had to vacate wins in football for tampering. So you take it from here, sir.
Yeah, so real quick, just to let everybody know, Iowa got popped for tampering a couple of years ago. They self-imposed a couple of things, including apparently, Terry, a whopping $25,000 fine, to which I told you when I was looking at the article, I looked at it 3 times. I was like, wait a minute, 25,000? Seriously, this is what you're doing? $25,000? I thought it was like $250 at least. And I've told you, and I've told the audience for years, if you want these things to start to matter, whatever your current financial structure, punitive financial structure is, add a zero. Mm-hmm. To every one of them. Add a zero. Then you'll start to get the attention of some of these schools. But $25,000, like, hey, Iowa, you make 25 grand. Iowa makes 25 grand at one concession stand in like a quarter.
Right.
All right? I mean, come on, man. Seriously. 25 grand for a school in the Big Ten that probably has a $200 million budget. 25 grand? What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing?
Last night, NBA play-in round was fun, man.
That's an understatement.
It was good hoops. The Heat and the Hornets was insane.
That game took, I think, 10 or 20 years off my life.
From Kobe White hitting the turnaround three at the gun almost to tie the game to go to overtime, to LaMelo Ball's twisting layup to give the Hornets the lead, and then Davion Mitchell comes down the court for Miami, and then you get the block from Miles Bridges. I don't know if the layup's going in or not, to be honest with you. But Bridges made sure it had no chance with a block right there at the buzzer. That game was fun.
It was awesome.
It was fun. But there was a piece of controversy that's legit. LaMelo Ball went down onto the court, fell down, was hit, whatever. And when he fell down, he reached out and pulled Bam Adebayo's ankle. Adebayo was off balance because he was trying to get the basketball because Ball had lost the ball when he was, maneuvering toward the basket. So Ball on the ground grabs Adebayo's ankle, pulls Adebayo's ankle. Adebayo is off balance, falls backward, lands on his back, and Adebayo had to leave the game and never came back. You can't have dudes grabbing guys and pulling them. You just can't. You cannot have that. But no one saw it. And then action just kept going. And when action keeps going like that, you can't go back and review it. Should Ball have been ejected? You could have made a case for that. That's an unacceptable play. You do not do that to another basketball player on the court. You just don't.
It should have at least been a flagrant.
Yeah, there should have been some type of penalty on this play. And Adebayo gets hurt. And Miami loses by 1 in overtime without one of their best players. So if I'm Eric Spoelstra, am I sour? Absolutely, I'm sour. Does he have a right to be sour? Yes, he does. But, again, it was a circumstance. No one saw the play or saw Ball pull the ankle. Play kept going. After you reach a certain point, you can't go back. And that's why you just can't stop the game and go, wait a minute, we got to check something in the monitor. It doesn't work that way.
I got to check something that happened on the monitor that I just saw from 20 minutes ago.
Right, you just can't do that. So was that cheap stuff by LaMelo Ball? Yes. Should LaMelo Ball have been at least get, like you said, a severe flagrant? Sure. Could you make a case to throw him out? Yeah. But it should have been addressed in some way, shape, or form, and it wasn't. And if I'm Eric Spoelstra, again, I'm not going to make it as an excuse. You had a chance to win the game without Bam. But I'd be sour too if one of my best players was taken off the court with what is really a dirty play. It just was. But take nothing away from what was fun. That was a fun game last night. And Charlotte is a fun team to watch.